In the world of mysterious disappearances and unexplainable discoveries, some cases stand out not because of their resolution, but because of the questions they leave behind. Tonight on Creepiest True Mysteries, we unravel an unbroken enigma that dates back almost 75 years. This is the story of the Somerton Man, a man who died without a name, left no trace of his past, and carried a cryptic puzzle that to this day remains unsolved. Our tale begins on the cold morning of December 1st, 1948, along Somerton Beach in South Australia. Early risers taking their morning walks stumbled upon a chilling sight. The lifeless body of a man lay slumped against the seawall. He was impeccably dressed in a suit and tie, leaning as if he had dozed off. Except this was no ordinary nap. When local authorities arrived, they quickly realized something was very off. The man appeared to be in his early 40s. He had clean fingernails, polished shoes, and no signs of struggle on his body. No identification was found in his pockets. No wallet, no driver's license, not even a note. Yet his clothes were curiously tailored. Every label had been meticulously removed. He was, for all intents and purposes, a man who did not exist. But why and how? The strangeness of the case only deepened during the autopsy. No apparent cause of death was found. There were no external injuries and no evidence of poisoning, at least from substance detectable at that time. However, the coroner noted that his spleen was 3 times the normal size, and there was bleeding in his stomach, which suggested some kind of extreme toxicity. Still, nothing conclusive could be drawn. Curiously, witnesses came forward claiming they had seen the man alive the night before. One couple reported that they noticed him lying in the same spot, seemingly moving his arm. Another witness thought they saw him attempting to light a cigarette. Yet by morning, whatever life had lingered in him was extinguished. Later, a small but significant clue emerged. In one of the man's trouser pockets was a tiny scrap of paper, torn from a rare book of Persian poetry, the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. Inscribed in the paper were just 2 haunting words, Tamam Shud. Translated, it means, "It is finished." The mysterious note ignited a storm of speculation. Was it a message of despair, a final statement, or something even darker? Police scoured libraries, bookstores, and auctions in search of the exact book that matched the torn page. Miraculously, a copy turned up months later, discarded in the back seat of an unlocked car left near the beach. And here's where the case takes an even stranger turn. Inside this copy of the book were scribbled letters that appeared to be an unbreakable code, a jumble of random lines and characters that to this day defies decoding. Cryptologists, including some from military intelligence, have tried unsuccessfully to crack it. Whatever secrets lay hidden in those symbols died with the Somerton Man. But the enigma was far from over. Tucked into the book was also a phone number that led police to a young nurse named Jessica Thompson. When questioned, Jessica denied knowing the man. Yet upon seeing his plaster cast, which preserved a likeness of his face, she became visibly uneasy. Her reaction left investigators suspicious, though nothing definitive could tie her to the dead man. Jessica's family later revealed that she may have known more than she admitted, but she took those secrets to her grave. Theories began to proliferate about the Somerton Man's identity and purpose. Some believed he was a Cold War spy, the unbreakable Cipher and clandestine actions fitting a world of espionage. Others speculated he was a jilted lover who took his own life after failing to win Jessica's affection. A more peculiar theory suggested that the entire incident was staged to cover up an international smuggling operation. Could the book, the code, even the torn note have been part of a larger puzzle that we aren't equipped to solve? Yet for all the theories, no answers have ever emerged. Who was this man? How did he end up on that beach? And most disturbingly, what led to his death? Over 7 decades later, scientists, amateur sleuths, and conspiracy theorists continue to search for clues. Modern DNA analysis has given us a glimmer of hope. In recent years, researchers created a genetic profile from strands of hair found on his plaster cast. The findings narrowed down potential relatives, suggesting he may have connections to the United States. But even this breakthrough fails to answer the bigger questions. What makes the story of the Somerton Man so haunting is not just the mystery of his death. It's the profound absence of identity. He wasn't just a man without answers. He was a man without a past. No name, no history, just a chilling cipher scrawled in a book of ancient poetry, and a life that ended in silence on a remote beach. So what do you think? Was the Somerton Man a victim of foul play, a spy hiding in plain sight, or simply a man consumed by personal demons? Or is there yet another darker explanation waiting to be uncovered? Sometimes the scariest stories are the ones without a conclusion. And as the waves of Somerton Beach continue to crash on its sands, they seem to whisper one eerie truth. Some mysteries are meant to remain unsolved. Thanks for watching tonight's episode of Creepiest True Mysteries. Be sure to